Ridley Scott reveals the filming windows for his next two movies, and the production timeline will see the director breaking a long-standing tradition. At 87 years old, Scott remains as active as ever as a director, releasing Napoleon in 2023 and Gladiator II in 2024. He now has a number of new projects in the works, including a post-apocalyptic movie called The Dog Stars, based on the 2012 Peter Heller novel of the same name, and a Bee Gees biopic called You Should Be Dancing. During a recent interview with GQ, Scott reveals when he plans to bring these two movies to fruition. According to the filmmaker, both may be filmed in 2025, breaking his long-standing tradition of not shooting more than one movie per year. The Dog Stars will come first this spring, with You Should Be Dancing then going into production later in the year. Check out Scott's comment below. As of writing, both The Dog Stars and You Should Be Dancing remain undated in terms of their theatrical releases. If both go into production this year, though, they could both presumably hit theaters in 2026. This would match Scott's 2021, which saw the release of both The Last Duel and House of Gucci. What ultimately seems more likely, however, is that The Dog Stars will hit theaters in 2026 with You Should Be Dancing perhaps following at some point in 2027. Much remains unknown about Scott's two upcoming movies, but Gladiator II star Paul Mescal was previously expected to star in The Dog Stars, a movie that follows a pilot named Hig who must survive after a virus wipes out most of humankind. Scott, however, revealed last month that Mescal may be starring in upcoming Beatles movies, with scheduling not allowing him to appear in the post-apocalyptic thriller. Then, earlier this month, it was reported that Jacob Elordi is in talks to replace Mescal as the lead. Our take on Scott's new filming update. Why both movies are so exciting. Paul Mescal as Lucius ready to fight baboons in Gladiator II. It's remarkable that, at 87, Scott still has as much energy for filmmaking as he does. Even though not all of his recent projects have been acclaimed, with Napoleon reviews being mixed and those for Gladiator II being somewhat lukewarm, there's still plenty to appreciate about his films. There's nobody who can pull off a massive battle sequence quite like Scott, and his mix of practical and CGI to create the worlds of his movies is one of his true talents as a filmmaker. Scott will presumably retire from directing eventually, but if he keeps up this pace, audiences could be in for a number of new movies before this happens. The Dog Stars is exciting because it'll mark one of Scott's only post-apocalyptic movies, while You Should Be Dancing marks an interesting tonal shift away from action and graphic battle sequences. It remains to be seen when these two movies will actually release, but 2025 is looking like a busy year for Scott.